Viewer, behold, today I bring you Borderlands 3. So this game, so for those of you who want the quick gist of it, this game for me has been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying this game a lot. It's Borderlands. You can't really fuck up the Borderlands formula. They literally took the Diablo formula and put it in gun form, which is genius. I'm surprised no one ever did that. And they did it, and I feel like everyone's been trying to copy them recently with Destiny. They had some, I think Square Enix had one with Sword. There's so many looter shooters that try and go today, but these guys are the originals, and I feel like they have the best formula. If you like gunplay and you like to make people explode with guns, I recommend this game. But if you like to play games based off story, I don't know if I can basically recommend this game because this game, the story is probably the weakest aspect of this game, but everything else was fucking awesome. The gameplay is what you'd expect from the name of the genre, which is looter shooter, which is you pretty much run around from point A to point B, shooting all enemies in your way, getting loot, like I said earlier. But the difference is that there are different enemies, like they have your psychos who run at you with like stuff and will say things like, "No, you touch me in all the good ways," like shit like that. They say shit like that, like funny, but like they're cool. And then there's like the regular bandits who have guns, and then they have like Goliaths who are like these big ass beefy dudes who, if you shoot their helmet off, they have tiny little heads and they get mad because they don't like people looking at their heads. So they start raging, and when they start raging, if they kill other enemies, they become stronger and they become a super raging Goliath, even becoming a badass if they become strong enough. Speaking of which, badasses. So like there are regular enemies like the enemies I said before, and then there's badass enemies. Badass enemies are like the most powerful versions of that enemy. Like enemies that like whenever you see a badass, you have to be like, oh shit, oh it's a badass. I gotta chill out, because you have to respect the badass because badasses are fucking monsters. Like they live up to their name, or you have to make sure you know what you're doing before you fight one, because some badasses can just make you have a real bad time. So basically, yeah, you can continue to level and you get to like as you run around. There's also like boxes and like boxes and storage units you can open up that have ammo and guns in them. So that's adds some more like searching for loot. There's also hidden shit, like you can look for hidden treasures, which will give you like rare guns. I'm pretty sure everything is RNG. There's no like guaranteed items unless it's like quest items. So everything is RNG. So every experience is technically different. And speaking of different experiences, like I said, the way you have four different characters you play as, which are Vault Hunters, and your characters have different personalities and they have abilities that make gameplay unique. I think the one I played the most was the operative, who was called Zane, and I liked him the most because he could have two abilities instead of having grenades. You can have two abilities, and I liked that a lot. I think that was like the most fun I had playing as him, just switching up my clone and throwing out my drone. And we just cloning and droning and we just fucking people up. They also have skill trees, so as your character progresses, you level up certain abilities on the skill tree, and you can kind of make it focus on what you want on the skill tree. Well, you pretty much go through the skill tree, see what you like, and then you fill in the stats that you want to make it go down to the next tier. I think every 5 points you get unlock the next tier, and as the tiers go down, they become more and more powerful. And you also get perks for your abilities too, which is really cool. I think that's a really good idea. I think more people should do that, or more they should definitely keep that from this game. So yeah, and then when you as you level up your character, they become more and more powerful. And when you get to the bottom of the skill, that's when you get like the crazy powerful moves, and that's the moves you want to have. In this game, they also did something different where instead of adding new characters for DLC, they added new abilities. And while I think this was a cool idea, I think they should just scrap this idea after this game, because I think half the fun is buying new characters and trying new abilities and having to play the game through a new personality. Which I think I'm gonna go through that during my story thing when I'll talk about, but that's just my 2 cents on that. Also a big thing, gameplay thing, and this is what I love the most. This is like I think this is out of all the things, like the slide, everything. Out of all things, this is what I love the most, and that is the fast travel. Oh my, whoever made the fast travel in this game, give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause right now, dude. Just like I love you for this fast travel shit. Like it's so convenient, like, cause like in other Borderlands, in the original Borderlands, you can't really fast travel like that, and you can't really like climb up walls and shit. But this game, I don't remember what the fuck the name is, the word is. I can't remember. Maybe I'll remember for the next video. But like I think it's like player, whatever. Like is convenience for the player. I don't remember the fucking name for it. But convenience for the player. This game does that the best. This game literally respects your time. It lets you like I love the movement. The movement, like I said, the sliding is so good. I love sliding around, jumping around, and I love, like I said, the fast travel. The fact you can teleport to your car, so you can put your car in certain places that you want, and you can just quickly teleport back to the car. Oh, God, that was such a good idea. Whoever made up that idea, God, you're a genius. But yeah, that's like the best parts. That's like the best part of the game. I just want to say. Um, Now the weaker parts of the game, I want to say there are no weak parts of the gameplay. The gameplay is just constant fun. The side quests, just constant. It's just like, bro, you just blow people's brains out and get new guns, and that's like, come on, that's like simple, like like hamster wheel. Like I'm a hamster on the wheel, bro. Hell yeah, bro. Like that's a great idea. It's a great concept. But now let's get to the part of the story that I feel is the weakest, and that is the story. So the story of the game is like basically how it usually is. There's 4 new vault hunters. You go and you pretty much join the Crimson Raiders. You find Sanctuary. You do all that shit. You have the bad guys. Now the bad guys in this game, I feel like a lot of people compare them to Handsome Jack, the Calypso the Calypso twins. A lot of people compare them to Handsome Jack, but I think that's not fair for them because Handsome Jack was just that good of an antagonist where he was just so unique and so cool. But they're alright in their own aspect, but like I said, I really feel like I'm with everybody else where like making them influencers was not the move, bro. Making them influencers was the worst fucking idea that you guys ever had. I'm sure like at the board meeting it probably sounded good. Like, who should we make the boss? Like, who does everybody want to kill? Influencers. Oh, influencers! Genius! And it's just like I'm sure that was cool, but like they just sucked. They were just more annoying. Like the thing like one of my friends doesn't like Borderlands because he doesn't like how someone's always talking in your ear while you're trying to play the game, which like I totally understand because like Borderlands has that like lol XD comedy, like that lol XD like that like kind of like Invader Zim, back before that comedy was very like popular. Like it's got that kind of like dark, very dark lol XD humor, and I feel like it just didn't age well. And for certain aspects, I just feel like the writers just didn't hit as hard. Like, because I know they had good shit because I did some of the side quests, and some of the side quests were a lot of fun. Like when you have to put a guy's you gotta put a guy's rack. Like the guy's dead, so you have to you meet a rack who was his friend. And he was like, you have to put his body in a new rack. So now they're rack bros. That was really cool. The coffee mission was pretty cool. Um, there was cool. There was a lot. I love the survival shit. Anything with Mr. Torg is fucking sick. That guy. Like shit like that. That was like so fucking sick. Like I love that character. That character is so cool and he's so much fun to like whenever he's on there, he's just so much fun. But like I said, like that was the Tyrene being an influencer and those guys being influencers fucking sucked. I think Troy was the coolest part, but you made Troy a bitch because if you get like fire or acid on Troy, he goes ow 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 ooh 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 ouch 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 ouch. Like, come on, dude, you could have made him sound a little bit more badass. But yeah, and Typhon de Leon, I was really excited to meet Typhon. I got so hyped when Typhon came out the cut, but like, oh man, um, but okay, spoilers. This is spoiler time. Anybody watching, let's skip forward. I'll get to the outro. but now it's spoilers. Like, I didn't like that they killed him. I didn't like at all that they killed him. And like, why did they kill him? So like, I just met the guy. He's a funny like fat dwarf. He's like a funny Danny DeVito, but like, well, I should say funny Danny DeVito. He's like a cool Danny DeVito character, and they just killed him so fast. And it's like, it kind of upset me because I wanted to see more of him. But maybe if we're lucky, we'll get like a Borderlands pre-sequel game for him. Like it'll be him, it'll star him and Leva and whatever his vault hunting crew was. So I think that would be at least like really interesting. Also, one of the biggest things that I see a lot of people complain about is that Maya gets killed, and since we're in spoilers, I might as well say it. Yeah, she gets killed, and I honestly, I agree with them. I feel like they killed Maya off for almost little to no fucking reason at all. Like, little to no fucking reason at all. They killed Maya because they want Ava to be the star for the next game, and I just feel like it's so fucking stupid, especially because like, bro, why the fuck did Maya grab Troy when she can just grab him with phase lock powers? What? Why? Why? Can someone explain to me that? Like, that's like the biggest plot hole. Like, Maya did not have to die. You know, they killed her for shock factor, or to like do some like bullshit story character development on Ava. And I feel like that's why a lot of people hate her because like it's just like, dude, bro, she's such a dumb character, and it's like all of a sudden she gets like all cool and like I really hated the ending too. Like the ending when like Tannis is right there and Tannis is confirmed to have Angel's powers, but instead of Lila saying Sanctuary is for you guys, she goes, Ava, Sanctuary is yours. Like confirming that Ava's the next generation. Like, oh yeah. Like, come on, she didn't do anything to earn her place. She just has it because they want her to be the fucking next main character or next main siren, which I think is fucking stupid and fucking dumb. But yeah, that's why I feel like the story is the weakest path. Like everything I was saying was good except for like this part, because the story is definitely like the main story is definitely the weakest part of the game. But everything else in the game is sick. The side stuff is sick. Okay, so that's basically my thoughts on the gameplay and the story. The game is just a lot of fun. I like playing as new characters. The co-op in the game is a lot of fun. You'll see I have co-op clips. Me and whenever my friend came over, we had some shots. We just played some Borderlands, and I feel like that's where the game shines. Just getting drunk with your homies, playing a lot of fun. I'm sure with a group of four, it's a great old time. And yeah, I think also Borderlands 4 is coming out. Literally, I made this video at the perfect time. They just released a trailer. They just released a trailer during Gamescom, so I feel like this is the perfect time to put this video out. And it was gonna come out like a couple days ago, but I wanted to really really play Borderlands. I wanted to like finish the story, play the game more, like get my character almost like level 40. But like, yeah, I feel like the game is just like I said, the game is a lot of fun. The only part sucks is that the story is not there, and the Calypso twins need to shut the fuck up. So I want to give it a golden 1 thumbs up and like a bronze 2nd thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? So like it's a great game. It's a great game, but it's not amazing. Like the stuff that would have pushed it to an amazing game is not there because like I said, the story was weak. When the game first came out, there was a lot of bugs, a lot of patches, a lot of messed up stuff, and this is also why I didn't play it when it first came out. And I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for this or bringing this back up, but I'm gonna say it. I'll never forgive them for what they did to Submato. I don't know if you know who Submato is, but he was a Borderlands YouTuber. There's a lot of Borderlands YouTubers out there who have channels that are based off builds and like other stuff and showing off like what's the best items and whatnot. God bless those channels. Those channels are what keep these games alive. But there was a guy called Submato, and they literally destroyed his channel because he talked about like Discord leaks or some shit. I remember like it wasn't even like fully his fault. It was like the shit was on Discord, but it was that shit that that 2K themselves or the Borderlands people themselves posted. So like he should have not even gotten in trouble for that shit. But whatever. Like I said, like that's the past. That was one of my biggest reasons why I didn't want to play Borderlands anymore too. Like I played all the games, but I didn't play 3 for the longest time because of this kind of stuff. I was really mad at the company, and like, but like they got sold out. I just want to talk about let's talk about like how they sold Borderlands to Embracer for like a couple hundred million, and then they bought the rights back for literally a fraction of the price. So that was probably one of the greatest trade deals in history for those guys. But like I said, fuck those guys, especially for what they did in Matto and for getting rid of Claptrap's original voice actor. That guy should the original Claptrap voice is better. I know some people don't care, but for me, I prefer the original voice, and I feel like the original voice also does the midget voices much better. That's just me personally. All right, thank you guys so much. If you liked it, like it. If you didn't like it, then don't like it. Oh, well, actually, if you didn't like it, then why are you still here? But yeah, if also please comment on the down below. What is your favorite Borderlands game? Is it 3? Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it the pre-sequel? Did you like the Telltale game? Are you one of the few people who like the Tiny Tina game? Because there are so many. I'm just interested if you're watching and you're here this far. Please comment it down below and tell me if you want me to do another Borderlands game. Tell me which game you wanted me to do next. I have the collection, so I can play them whenever I want to. And I actually might do one of the older ones, but I feel like this game may have spoiled me due to convenience. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Peace.